a similar way to a shock absorber. At the rear of the engine, the timing belts are easily accessed by removing these two covers. As we said before, the locking pin, 18G1746, holds the crankshaft in the safe position, and if you check this V-notch in the crankshaft pulley, you'll find it now aligns with the arrowhead on the oil pump housing. But in fact, the crankshaft may still be 360 degrees out from the timing position. To check this, look at the position of one pair of camshaft rear drive gears. Each gear has two holes in it. If they are both outboard of the center line, the crankshaft isn't in the correct timing position. So remove the locking pin, turn the crankshaft a further 360 degrees and refit the pin. The engine is now locked in its correct timing position, and you can remove the front timing belt like this. First remove the tensioner, but never do it by removing this pulley mounting retaining bolt. The mounting has been precisely positioned on the backplate at the factory and must not be disturbed. Instead, remove the tensioner upper securing bolt and then slacken the lower bolt. You can now pivot the tensioner away from the belt. Don't forget to mark the direction of rotation on the belt if you're going to refit it. Then you can ease it off the gears. You now have to slacken the camshaft gear securing bolts. To do this, ease out both exhaust camshaft cap seals and discard them. Then fit these special tools, 18G1747-2, to hold the gears while you slacken the securing bolts, and then remove the tools. With the securing bolts loose, you'll find that the gears can be rotated a small amount. There are two important points to remember here. First, you must use the special tools to hold the gears while you loosen or tighten the bolts. Never attempt to do it in any other way because you'll cause damage to the camshafts. And second, you must discard the old securing bolts and use new ones on the rebuild. They're designed to stretch when they're tightened to the correct procedure, but this stretch is lost after the bolts have been used once, so they must be renewed. To fit the belt, first make sure that all the gears and pulleys are clean and dry. Then fit the camshaft gears using new retaining bolts, but leave them finger tight at this stage. Then position the belt loosely over the camshaft gears and fit the special tools 18G1747-2. To fit the belt, start at the crankshaft and work anti-clockwise. You'll probably find that the belt will try to slide off the crankshaft, so use a soft wedge like this to keep it in place, but don't forget to remove it afterwards. Keep the belt as taut as possible, and when you reach each camshaft gear, turn it fully clockwise first and then slide the belt over the teeth. If necessary, turn the gear anti-clockwise, just sufficient to align the belt to the teeth, but don't turn it any further than you have to. To fit the tensioner, first align a hole in the plunger with this hole in the tensioner body. Then use a vise to slowly compress the plunger until the holes are aligned, and temporarily fit a 1.5mm pin to hold the plunger in place. Now clean the tensioner bolts and apply some Loctite 242 to the first 3 threads. Hold the tensioner pulley against the belt, fit the tensioner and tighten the bolts to 25 Newton-meters. Then release the tensioner pulley. And don't forget to remove the pin from the tensioner. Now check the tension of each belt span. They should be similar. If one is tighter than the rest, it means that the belt has slipped a tooth on one of the gears. When all is well, tighten the camshaft gear bolts to 27 Newton-meters plus 90 degrees and remove the tools. That completes the front belt fitting and timing procedure. So now you can fit the front mounting plate. It's important to fit it correctly. First, locate the plate and the alternator mounting bracket, making sure the cover backplate seals are correctly positioned. Fit the securing bolts, but leave them finger tight at this stage. This special countersunk Allen screw is fitted here at the top. First, tighten the alternator mounting bracket bolts to the correct torque, then the Allen screw, and then the remaining front plate bolts. There are 3 different torques, and it's important to tighten them in the correct sequence as shown in the repair manual. Fit the timing belt covers, making sure the rubber seals don't get displaced. These 2 dirt covers and the crankshaft pulley, tightening it to 160 Newton meters. The rest of the rebuild procedure is straightforward, and you'll find all the information you need in the repair manual. But if you're going on to replace the rear drive belts, don't fit new cap seals to the exhaust camshafts yet. Before you start work on the rear belts, first make sure that the crankshaft locking pin and the camshaft front gear holding tools have been removed, and that the engine is still in the timing position. To change the belts, work on one bank at a time. Fit this special tool, 18G 1747, to hold the gears while you remove the securing bolts. They must be discarded too. Then note the fitted position of the gears and pull them off together with their hubs and the belt, and remove the tool. Don't turn the engine while the belt is off. Before you fit a new belt, make sure the gears, hubs and camshaft mating faces are clean and dry. Then fit the belt like this. Put the gears on the bench with the belt guide on the inlet gear facing upwards and the guide on the exhaust gear downwards. Turn the gears until the keyways are pointing towards one another and fit the belt over the gears without disturbing them. Then locate this spreader tool, 18G 1747/1, between the gears. Turn the center screw on the tool just sufficiently to spread the gears until the locking plate can be fitted. Don't overdo it or you'll stretch the belt. Now fit these 2 aligning pins, 18G 1747/5, into the camshafts and use them to guide the gears onto the camshafts. Don't try to force the gears on. To align the keyways, use this tool, 18G 1747/4, on the front of the exhaust camshaft to turn it until the gears slide into place. Then remove the aligning pins, fit new retaining bolts, and tighten them to the correct torque. This is 27 Newton meters and then a further 90 degrees. Repeat the same procedure to change the belt on the other bank. Then remove the locking plate and the spreader and refit the belt covers. Don't forget to fit new cap seals at the front of the exhaust camshafts. One final thought before we finish. If you have to lift the engine out for any reason, you must use the proper lifting bracket. If you don't, you'll probably damage the fuel rail and other components. Initially, any work you do on the engine, apart from routine maintenance jobs, will be subject to prior consultation. And of course, electronic diagnosis will be by test book. That completes this program and your first insight of the exciting all-new kv6. Yet another innovative concept from Rover Cars.